Okay. Hello. Alright, let's see. It wants me to check in with Nev. Is the lighthouse supposed to make so much noise?
Offer, dweller. I will answer.
Hmm. Wait, what do I have equipped? This? She just got Valara. Well, I mean, it sounds like wood, like a house settling noises. I guess. That'd be my luck. Maybe it's realized it's not Solus living in it, so it's just planning our demise. Being able to upgrade gear is nice. Alright. Thank you. I had a lot of materials. I keep wandering off to doing what I'm supposed to do.
The Shadow Dragons have a hideout in Docktown. We should check in, see if there's news on the Venatori.
Already?
They work fast, and with that relic case off their hands, they'll work even faster. Meet you in Docktown.
I don't know, some stuff I was finding I could give to the caretaker and it would upgrade the workshop. Alright, hold on a second. How important are my companion stuff? Like, can I go back to main story stuff? I don't even have all my companions yet. Valara and Lucanus have something. That is the main story one. Okay. Valara and Lucanus. I should probably get the rest of my companions. Because we're still missing some. Okay, so she wants me to go to Docktown. I should... No, it's required. Okay. I don't really have a... I think... So usually most companions you would probably get through like the main story stuff, and some you kind of like had to go out and find. Like in Origins, you have to find Liliana and Sten and Lothering, or you don't get them. Dragon Age 2, the only one that's not attached to the story was Sebastian. In Inquisition, it was very simple to just not go and get them if you didn't want to. From my understanding of how they explained the companions for Veilguard, they're attached to the main story. So as you progress through story, you pick them up.
Fewer people than I expected. Let's find Asher.
Asher?
The Viper. He prefers to be called Asher in private. Said I could tell you.
Trouble in the Anvalanim. Darkspawn.
But those tunnels are safe passage for...
I know. We've had to close that entrance.
We can help. We've recently had to deal with Blight. Those Darkspawn have to be destroyed before they get out into the city.
If you get through, signal the all clear at the hidden door.
Fighting Darkspawn, huh? I was expecting to fight. I mean,
Raining again.
I was expecting to fight Darkspawn because they're in the trailers and stuff. I wasn't expecting to fight them so soon. I'll have
This
to
is
do.
troubling. Darkspawn in the city.
And in one of the worst places. The Shadows rely on those tunnels to rescue people.
Odd. Anvalanim is the ancient elven word for womb.
Huh. Interesting.
That is interesting. I'll have to do a Grave Warden for one of my rooks. I wonder what they have to say about all the Blight nonsense. What you got, sir?
Found all this myself.
Did
Treasure.
you?
Don't touch unless you're buying.
A chess piece. Oh, it's just something I can sell. Yeah, valuable items are just stuff I can sell. No, I don't really use helmets, so those are used. These things. These like memento things, I think I can use to upgrade the whatever. Hmm? They are expensive though. Thanks.
There's treasure.
Yeah, I'll come back eventually.
Sorry, do I know you?
No.
The Anvalanim should have an entrance this way. The passage is hidden by a wall carving. Keep an eye out. Venatori. Why are they so close to the shop?
These are all excellent questions.
There. Is that the wall carving you mentioned?
That's the one. There's a switch behind the serpent's head on the left.
Got it.
Like the ossuary, but without the view.
I guess the ossuary had the whole, wonder water view going on. Whoop, hello.
Don't like the sound of that. That did it. We can get through now.
No, we can't. Actually, don't lie to her.
I hate tunnels. Let's kill those Shadow Dragon rats so I can leave this
We're
place.
not alone.
Shadow Dragon agents, they're down here with us. Get them. They'll run for reinforcements.
Reinforcements. You can't let them reach the Shadow Dragon hideout. Even more Venatori. You have to take out the leaders.
Actually, I was trying to shoot that. Darkspawn just got in the way. I've got no time for inventory.
Not stop until you get rid of
You need to find the other Boyle.
Nice hit!
Finale moves yours. Crow gets his target.
They falter in our shadow!
The gods, buddy luck. I don't think they're amplifying you.
Those Darkspawn and Venatori were on the same side.
Yeah, they sure were.
I know, and that worries me. At least that seems to be the last of them.
It should be safe for the shadows to use the entrance again.
Let's find it and tell them to open up.
Solus did say the gods would need followers, and they would probably go after those who are corrupt. Mentoria, I think, matched that description. Honestly, so did I. And I was playing, and then I realized it was 5:30, so I like inhaled some dinner. Cause I started another file so I could keep playing, and not get get too far ahead on this one.
There it is. The hidden entrance back into the shop.
This seems too easy. Does anyone else think this seems too easy? Rogue and Thief and Crow. He's pretty predictable.
It's Rook. All clear down here. Nice work. I'll get the door.
Good that you're still standing. Best let Asher know.
I mean, so am I. I might try out the other classes, but I always at least start with Rogue.
How did the Venatori find the Shadow Dragon's hideout? Isn't it a secret?
We help the people in Docktown. They know where we are. Someone might have talked about the shop. People spreading rumors, that's easy to handle. But Darkspawn, that's different.
On the other file, I did Lords of Fortune. That one's kind of like almost adventure-y look feeling. Just by their description. Because they're like treasure hunters almost. What I like is that you can do the factions on any class. Like, you're not limited to a faction based on what class you pick. You can be a mage and be a crow. They're like treasure hunters? That's kind of what I got from the description.
You really saved our skins there, Rook. Those Darkspawn could have destroyed us.
It wasn't just Darkspawn. Venatori were there too, and they weren't fighting each other.
How is that possible? Darkspawn attack all living things.
Darkspawn are blighted. If the gods control the blight, they might control the Darkspawn.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that.
The Venatori could have magic that protects them, or worse, they could be allied somehow.
If you're looking for answers about the Venatori, I may have a lead. A warehouse on the other side of the city. Lots of cult activity. And some of them were spotted heading towards a shop. Could be a coincidence, or it could be something more.
It's worth a look.
Agreed. Rook?
Let's go.
Anything for Venatori. Too bad I don't have Dorian with me. He'd enjoy this.
One day you'll move.
The Viper, or Asher, I suppose. Is he the leader of the Shadow Dragons?
One of them. He made his name freeing slaves and supporting their rebellions. He won't stop until slavery ends in Tevinter.
I just look
A single piece can transform an entire room.
Hey, they have a painting of Celine. That's a reference to the Masked Empire book, actually. That's the cover of the Masked Empire book.
So the Viper's real name is Asher?
A middle name. He calls himself Viper for first impressions, or so he says.
What do you mean?
Asher just doesn't have the same impact, does it?
Yeah, most likely. You can find it in Inquisition also. I mean, yeah, they're probably gonna throw in little Easter eggs and stuff from the other games as much as they can.
We're close.
Yeah, uh-huh. It's got a barrier. Of course it does. Thank you, Lucanus. Is it just one? Hey, we were over here earlier. Was that just the one Venatori over here? Alright, well, where's my crystal for this? Well, it has a barrier on it, which means there's a crystal attached to it somewhere. Oh, wait. I wouldn't think it'd be that far from where I'm at. Could be. I suppose. I wouldn't think it would be. This doesn't open, I assume. No. Okay, so it has to be on this side. I don't think it would be too far away from where the barrier actually is. It could be on the other side.
More Venatori. Guards, probably.
Sounds good to me. I'm very bad at the guarding. Ah, there's my crystal. No. Oh, he's using the crystal. Good job. It's over there. Need to find a way over there. Can I break that? No. Okay. Where are you guys coming from?
Locked. There has to be another way in.
Why is picklocking not a thing in this game? Venatori, stop leaving the rooftop passage open. It lets in the draft.
Someone's mad about their fellow Venatori leaving the rooftop passage open.
Let's in both drafts and people. Yes?
They did call it an entrance.
Got company.
Let's finish this!
Oh, wait, no,
End it!
Let's keep moving before more of them come crawling out.
I kill it. Nope. You're not a crystal, you're a light. Okay. No, you're good. I just want to get that. I wanted to see if I could open that. A rooftop entrance. Aha!
Lots of Venatori. We must be close.
Ready if you are.
That's all the Venatori guarding the place.
I didn't mean to hit the barrel behind you, but that works.
Someone conveniently left the rooftop entrance open again.
Hey, but that means you walked by this during that quest with Nev earlier. Oh, look. Cult chanting.
I know a Venatori ritual when I hear one, and I know they hate being interrupted.
So we interrupt them. That's what that means, right? We interrupt them? I'm pretty sure that's what that means. Wait, can I break that? No, okay. How do I interrupt them, though, is the question. Ooh, shiny. I'm supposed to be able to break that, but I can't tell. That's where the quest marker is going. Is there a way up there from up top, maybe? Like a hole or something in this? Nope. So how do I get in there? That opening's not big enough. That door is locked. Can I break something over here? Aha!
Summoning Darkspawn.
How?
We stop them, then we figure it out.
They're controlling Darkspawn.
The faithful have died!
Why would anyone even want Darkspawn?
That's all of the Darkspawn in Venatori. Let's search the place and figure out what they were doing.
Sounds good to me. Shadow dragons are watching us, so not let them get close. These application of their hideout is unknown, but they use the catacombs and darkspawn to root them out.
This explains the Darkspawn we keep finding in the catacombs.
At least they don't know where the Shadow Dragon...
Knight Commander Linos, we are blessed indeed to have such a loyal friend, and you continue to serve us, and you will be richly rewarded for the glory of DaVinci.
This note. Knight Commander Lenos of the Minrathous Templars is being paid off by Venatori.
Damn it.
Held light and shadow. Is there something? Oh, there was a door up here, wasn't there? Oh, it was this door. Okay. Alright, well, that's nice having that open. I know, there's still something here. You don't need to be pulsing at me, Mr. Map. Ah. Oops, my bad. This'll do.
Look at this. Draining into the tunnels below the city, perhaps?
One more way the Venatori released blight into our tunnels. I'll tell the other shadows.
There's still more to find. Is this open? No. Is this open? No. So I can't go out there yet. Which means there's more I can find in here. I didn't see anything else up the stair. Oh, this? Algernon has blessed us with ancient knowledge, the relic that lets us control Darkspawn through their blighted blood. Use it to destroy our enemies in his name.
The gods gave the Venatori a relic they can use to control Darkspawn.
Okay.
Hey, Rook. Is everything all right in there? Rook, I thought I'd see if you needed help.
That was weird. How'd you know? Where were you?
Did you find anything in there?
The risen gods taught the Venatori how to control Darkspawn. Explains why the hideout was attacked.
We found documents from the Knight Commander. I knew he was crooked. I didn't think he was actually Venatori.
Let's head back to the shop. We'll discuss things there.
I guess I didn't know what warehouse it was.
We managed to catch the stragglers fleeing the warehouse.
They'll think twice before coming back here. What else did you find?
The Venatori serve Elgarnon and Gillinane, like we thought. They gave the cult control over Darkspawn.
Great. Sounds like the Venatori are going to be even more trouble.
Is there something I can do? The Risen Gods are my responsibility too.
How do we know we can even trust you? You're not from here. You don't know Minrathous like we do. And we know as little about you as we do these Risen Gods you unleashed.
Now, what is it they say? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. The cult has its hooks deep in the city. Venatori backers sit in the Magisterium chambers, and now they wield power given to them by the gods. We'll have to get along if there's any chance of surviving this.
May, what are you doing here? You promised you'd lay low.
Tried it, didn't much care for it.
I'm hoping you're here to help, because we need it.
Rook's been working with us. Mayvaris is one of the Shadow Dragon leaders.
Mayvaris Talani, formerly Magister Mayvaris Talani, at your service.
Wait, formerly?
My enemies conspired to have my magisterium seat stripped from me. We can talk about it later, if you want. My concerns feel petty when stacked against risen gods. The Shadow Dragons have a lot to discuss, but you, Rook, are expected at the Swan.
Me? The Cobbled Swan? Why?
The First Warden is here to speak with you.
The who?
The First Warden? Let's hope we can actually get some help with the Blight.
Come back when you can. I think we'll need your help again.
She's friends with Dorian. First Warden? From Weishaupt?
That warehouse the Venatori were in. Traders used it before. I remember Ferelden first
Yeah.
stored waist high 5 years back.
In a minute. I want to go see this
They're
First
telling
Warden.
us to watch out for dogs.
But what if the Darkspawn come back?
I'll stand in the doorway and let you escape.
Really?
What's the First Warden want with me? Oh wait, Harding did say she was going to send a message to the Wardens because of the blight we ran into in Arlathan. How'd they know I was in Minrathous, though? Nah, questions later.
So, hiring the demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead. Finding things and tracking Venatori. That's what I'm here for.
After all the jobs I...
Here we go!
I might be attacked. Good, he says.
Nice move, Rook.
Please, go on.
Finding things and tracking Venatori. That's what I'm here for.
After all the jobs I did in Minrathous, the last thing I expected was a Tevinter mage to be involved in breaking me out.
Well, good. I'd hate for assassins to find me predictable.
That's kind of nice. That the banter got interrupted by combat and they just picked up once the combat was done. I kind of like that. Oh, I don't know. It's from his demon, I think. He's got some demon in him called Spite. I think that's where the wings are coming from. Am I even going? No, I'm not going the right way. But there's treasure over here, so we're gonna go grab it. Come on, you two. I have to walk through you, aren't I? Yep. No, I think a demon was shoved into him the way he explained it when he was in that prison from the Venatori. It looks like they forced a demon into him. Which I think is different. Otherwise, the demon would just take over, and it
Did
hasn't.
the Magisterium explain why you're on the path of violence?
I am Jowin Glastrom,
Hi.
First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt.
Hi.
I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing.
Right.
I looked into you. An upstart assassin whose grandstanding against the Antam attracted too much attention. Sounds brazen, even for an Antivan crow.
Do you know what the Antam do to prisoners? Those people needed saving, and I didn't have time to ask for permission.
So I'm interested in hearing how an Antivan killer for hire unleashed the Blight.
I think unleashed is a little strong. It was an unfortunate side effect.
The Blight was a side effect.
Yes.
Yes, of stopping the Dreadwolf, Elven God of Lies, from destroying the Veil. We did stop him, by the way. You're welcome.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
Right, but it all ties together. See, when we disrupted the ritual, Solus got trapped in the Fade. But 2 of the Elven gods got out. Elgernon and Gillenane, we think. And they're blighted.
Why would elven gods be blighted?
The ancient Elven gods used the Blight. That's why Solus imprisoned them. The point is that the gods are making the Blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
I suspected more politicking from the remnants of the Inquisition. I see now that I was wrong.
I'm really glad to hear that.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Rude.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
No, please, you can't do that.
I assure you, I can.
I don't know how much time we have. The gods are doing something with the Blight. We need to stop them.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without you causing confusion with your deranged conspiracy theories. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941, Dragon.
Hi, Dorian.
The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded girl?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
Hi, Dorian.
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
That was close. Wasn't looking forward to being dragged off to a Grey Warden dungeon. Who should I be thanking for the assist?
Magister Dorian Parvis, at your service.
You're probably still
a
an
mutual
upstart
friend
somehow.
thought you might require some support.
Maevaris Talani? Of the Shadow Dragons?
The very same.
So, you end up working with... So, based on what I saw from the Antivan Crow backstory and the Lords of Fortune backstory, you end up working for Varric because you... I don't want to say, like, screwed... You didn't technically screwed up, but you angered your superiors. And so you end up working with Varric because your superiors, like, ground you in a sense. So it probably is, I'm going to assume it's a similar situation with the Grey Wardens.
What's your relation to the Shadow Dragons?
About a decade ago, Maevaris and I started a political faction called the Lucerni. We were going to change Tevinter for the better.
How'd that go?
Everyone would recognize the common sense benefits of our approach, and we'd all live happily ever after.
Except?
I take it that didn't happen.
Maevaris was framed, kicked out of the Magisterium, and the Lucerni were dissolved. So she took the movement underground.
The Shadow Dragons.
Since I still haunt the Magisterium, that makes me the Shadow Dragon's man on the inside.
I think we made an enemy of the First Warden today. Well, more you than me. He just thinks I'm a dangerous idiot.
Ha! Enemy? I've ignored greater men. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Menrathus lounge sipping wine. You need the Wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
A lot of people were saying they didn't like how Dorian looked, but honestly, I think he looks great. He's aged, obviously.
Only the veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it.
Really? His voice is what gave it away for me.
They'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight.
Oh, yeah.
Was just a matter of time.
I mean, it's been like 10 years since Inquisition, so he's obviously going to look 10 years older. He's aged well, though.
I need to talk to Varric.
Return to the lighthouse. Oh, okay, I can do that. Varric. You know, his hair was kind of like that in Inquisition, it's just gotten longer. Varric, I need to talk to you. You don't know any Grey Wardens, do you? I mean, technically you do know a Grey Warden, but it wasn't included in the choices about Tom Rainier being a Grey Warden, so you technically don't know a Grey Warden.
There you are. I haven't seen much of you lately. I was getting worried. Everything all right? Wait, that dagger. I've seen it before.
Pretty sure it stabbed you.
Solus was using it at the ritual site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
I have, plenty. Ever since it hurt Harding.
Remember that story I told you about me and Hawk, Meredith and Orsino? How the trouble started in Kirkwall? On our expedition to the Deep Roads, that's what we found. That's what my brother tried to kill us for. An idol made of red lyrium. That sang a song which drove anyone who heard it mad.
Are you sure it's the same thing?
Oh, look at it. It's changed, but it's the same size. Same ring at the top. Not to mention, it's pure lyrium. No one, not even the dwarves in Orzammar, work pure lyrium like that. It's too dangerous.
If that's true, if this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solus cleanse it of the blight?
I have no idea. I can't believe you found it.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
You seem a little more comfortable with your new abilities. How are you feeling?
Things are weird, but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solus.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us? After the first warden and everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Okay, let's see who's in our corner.
Works for me. Yeah, poor Tegan just aged like fine milk.
See what the others are up to.
Yeah, I should probably do my rounds. I think we're about to go meet Davrin. So let me check. Does anybody have anything to say? No. Nev has a quest, though.
This was with my things. It looks like your handwriting. I didn't read it. Well, a couple of words. I thought it might be one of mine. I don't even know how it got there.
It's those wisps. I need more wards.
Oh, I can help with that.
I started this. I'll deal with it.
I don't know. I think they're cute. So cute.
They didn't steal your notes.
Maybe they like you?
Do you follow the chantry? The pendant. I noticed it's Andrastian.
I barely keep the holidays. It's from an old job.
Oh, which one? Maybe I read about it in a Timminter paper.
I'm barely in the papers.
Oh, but when you are, it's on the edge of something exciting. What about that one story with the demon, the diamond, and the deadbeat magister? Oh, they mentioned you twice.
That was a hit piece.
Oh, that's awful.
It was against the magister. I was the footnote.
Still.
The job got done. Of course, it would have gone smoother, but the client ratted me out to the demon.
What?
It's always something. Funny how that didn't make the print. Tell me you read the rest of the paper too?
Oh, yes. Sometimes they have these stories, serials. They're thrilling, except they come out in pieces. I only see a few papers a year. I never know how the stories end.
These papers are from Minrathous, right? I'm guessing there's blood magic, murder, tears.
That checks out.
Who's the second most innocent character? 10 gold says they're the killer.
What about the most innocent?
I don't know. They die.
All right, Belle. You get me the name of your serial, I'll try and track the ending. Just don't say we didn't warn you. I'd like to go back anyway. Spend time in Docktown, pick up gossip.
Want company?
Why not? Ready to go when you are.
Eventually. Alright, no one else has their light on, so I'm going to assume nobody else has anything to say. Let's see. We're gonna go find the wardens, right? So yeah, I'm gonna bring you. And Harding knows said wardens, so let's bring you guys. Surely 3 rogues would be just fine.
you one spirit who moves around, or different spirits who all look the same?
As needed, Dweller.
Right.
The deeper currents.
Probably a spirit that split itself up into many pieces. Probably a mix of both. I don't see why spirit.
That cold. I felt it the moment the boat docked.
Even Spite felt the chill. I did not know he could.
The high intervals, I didn't realize that was one of the areas we were going to in this game. They're just gonna touch on every area in northern Thedas.
Oh. Darkspawn, let's clear them out.
Here we go. That's an assassination.
If the Darkspawn are here, the blight on this island must be running wild.
Then we'll just have to deal with it.
That's the plan. What's that?
Over there. Another entryway. Like the one that took us to that Solus memory.
We have time, dude.
Wait, what happened? This doesn't feel like the Fade. More like a dream, or...
Something going on over there.
Andaran Atishan, Lassa Gilan.
Spirits, Fade friends, come forth. Enter the circle. Reveal yourselves.
Solus. Whatever happened in this memory, he was personally involved.
Spirits, the Dread Wolf asks for your assistance on a crucial mission.
The false gods, the Evanuris, have overreached. I shall humble them. Within their citadel lies a relic, with the power to imprison even a god. With it, I can bring their tyranny to an end, forever.
You are spirits of chaos, disorder, and disruption. We ask you to disrupt the Citadel's defenses. Give us the opening to get that relic. For freedom!
Visions of the past. Solus sent these spirits out to fight the gods. If we're spirits of disruption, let's act like it.
I already have one demon. I'm not pretending to be another.
Just be yourself. Close enough.
Spirits! How did the wolf call up so many?
Remember, they can hurt us. Stay sharp.
Yep, they sure can.
Think like a spirit of disruption. We're through.
The gods told us his fortress couldn't be breached!
No, your gods lied. Clearly, Solus is not the god of lies here.
More enemies. Go!
They bring the strength of the Fade!
almost through to their citadel. And the Evanurus know it.
They've changed their plans. Elganon may be a tyrant, but he is not a fool. That means the relic is genuine. We are close, and Elganon is afraid. Put our strongest in the vanguard. Prepare to breach the citadel. It will not be easy, but we shall win the day.
Disruption, lead the charge and do what you do best. Whatever champions the gods send against you, bring them down.
More of them!
Death to all tyrants!
Reinforcements! We need more reinforcements!
Reinforcements?
You must hold fast! For victory!
The gods send aid! This is as far as you go!
Is it? Did we take too long, maybe?
Disruption fought to the last, and it was all for nothing. We couldn't take the Citadel.
Wait, that body's me?
It was not for nothing, my friend. The distraction the spirits gave us allowed our agents to retrieve the relic.
Distraction?
No force could have breached their citadel. But it was necessary for the enemy to believe we were committed. A heavy sacrifice, but one that gave us a real chance to end the war.
You knowingly sent all those spirits to their deaths. Solus, we're supposed to be better than that.
They died true to their nature, doing what they loved, Falasan. Let that be a comfort, that this war did not corrupt them into something different from what they were supposed to be.
A ruse. That's all it was. By this point, Solus didn't care who he sacrificed if it meant stopping the Evanurus.
They did call him the god of lies and trickery. He was the villain in a lot of Dalish stories I've heard.
Let's see what this fragment can tell us.
He was a lot younger than... Apparently, the longer the elves live, they just eventually lose all their hair. The price of immortality apparently is going bald. Though his earlier concept art looked like that, though. They definitely planned for him to have hair at one point. And they decided to just make it the younger him. Maybe go this way. I want to know when the Inquisitor gets involved. okay. So I just get him later. Alright, come on, Lucanus.
Wardens Evka and Antoine answered our letter. They're willing to talk.
In the middle of nowhere?
Where the first warden won't notice. But if they don't listen...
Your distraction worked. Could have said it when we were farther away.
Désolé, I didn't say it was a good plan. Ah, you made it! Harding, we meet again.
Antoine, Evka, you look well.
And you must be Rook. Heard some colorful things about you.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I can imagine.
What have you come to talk about?
The Elven gods are changing the Blight. Darkspawn too. There was a village, Demetta's Crossing. They overran it with the Blight in a snap. We saw the aftermath.
Whatever they're planning, it's bad. And if it involves the Blight, we need Warden help.
A change. Manipulation. That could explain. But...
You believe me?
that the Elven gods are here, and it's a lot to accept. But we've been looking into oddities with the Blight ourselves. It's altered. I can feel it. And your story...
A lot lines up.
Whatever you've heard from the First Warden, we're trying to help.
Yeah, we're getting that.
If the First Warden believes that village was an aberration, or that it did not happen as you say...
We're not exactly the First Warden's favorites. Your word and our theories won't win the whole order.
So what do we do?
If the Darkspawn are changing, Davrin might help. Even among Wardens, he's known as a monster hunter. He got pulled on a mission. Not sure what, but it's farther into the mountains. We can get you a rough location.
I married someone with good advice. You find Davrin, and we'll keep after the Blight.
Thank you. Both of you.
You can thank us if this works out.
Travel safely. We'll be in touch.
So we're on our way to meet Davrin. Who?
Well, I'd say we found the camp. So did some Darkspawn, looks like.
They left the fire burning.
Were they ambushed?
That's the Griffin. Yeah. He's so cute.
Easy, boy.
I'll be damned. A griffin.
Trouble is, he's not sure what you are. Neither am I.
Rook. Evka and Antoine sent us. We're looking for Davrin.
You found him. Mind telling me why you smell like Darkspawn? Griffins hunt Darkspawn.
We don't smell that bad. It's the tent.
Blight? Where are Lancet and Remy?
The camp was empty when we got here.
Hassan, to the trees!
We can help.
Try to keep up.
Don't worry, I can keep up.
He's caught a scent. Follow the squawks.
I thought griffins were extinct.
We want the world to think that. It's why we're training in the middle of nowhere. Hassan, don't get too far ahead.
Doesn't sound like he agrees.
If he even listens, has a mind of his own.
He looks like he's still young. I'm sure he'll grow out of it.
He spotted something.
The bunch of dead bodies.
Over there.
Ghouls?
Dead Darkspawn. These were part of the training.
Hassan was half right.
There's no time for half wrong. Hassan, we're looking for live Darkspawn.
He understands?
Not sure he understands anything but dinner. Keep on it, Hassan. They're around here somewhere.
I really need to learn to sprint before I do that jump. Do those jumps, or I'm gonna miss one day and Rook's just gonna fall to her death. Again. We scoured the Weishaupt libraries and found nothing useful for training griffins. The archivist said all griffin texts were lost or destroyed over time, which means Remy and I are starting from scratch. We'll approach this like a falconer would and hope griffin instincts are the same. I mean...
How do we get up that?
The Griffins have been training for this sort of thing. Let's see if Hassan was paying attention. Hassan, hit that!
Nice.
A useful trick. Did you teach him?
No, Lancet and Remy did. They're the Griffin Whisperers.
So you're the bodyguard.
Griffins are the Warden's greatest legacy. Someone has to protect them.
The lack of invisible walls is just gonna cause me many deaths in this game.
Hold up.
I hate these things. Everything about them is wrong.
That's why it's a job for professionals. Remy, where are you?
Remy, where are you hurt?
Everywhere. A monster came out of nowhere. Darkspawn were following it. Lancet ran ahead.
It's back?
Davrin, remember. A light touch. Hassan's still learning.
You're the trainer.
Not anymore.
Nope.
We have to keep going. Let's get through here. Those two statues are the spare key. Line up the symbols.
What did you mean by it's back?
Something's stalking Grey Wardens. Call it the Gloom Howler. I'm hunting it. Started happening 7, 8 months ago. Darkspawn obey it. There's some kind of hold over them. Hassan, on me! No time for hide and seek, Hassan. This is real.
A son? Does it mean something?
It's Elven for arrow. Elby grows into it.
That's actually kind of a nice name for a griffin.
More darkspawn here.
Lancet's trying to stop the Gloomhowler. It's going after the other griffins.
More griffins?
Whole family. Hassan's brothers and sisters.
The bridge is out.
This place is falling apart. There's a ladder up there. That's our way through this. Good job.
Rook, you've got darkspawn.
Make this quick. We have to get through here. Hassan can help in the fight.
Watch it, there's a big one.
I see it.
That cannot be good.
It's coming from the Eyrie. There's an elevator we can use to get up there.
I think that might be our Grey Warden Hunter.
Never seen Darkspawn this bold. Unless there's a blight.
There's a blight.
The Wardens told you this?
I told them. But your first warden doesn't want our help.
He's a stubborn one.
What does this darkspawn want with griffins?
The real question's how it knows about them. Up until now, it only went after wardens. Now it shows up here with a rabble of darkspawn? These griffins are a secret.
Someone either sold you out or the gods know they're here. Cookie Tail, courageous warrior, slayer of archdemon Andorel, and beloved friend of Garahel.
Hi!
Keep moving. The Airie's not far.
Oh yeah, takedowns. Forgot those were a thing. Got time for you. Where are these other griffins? I'm gonna be mad if we're not able to save them. Can I find other Lucans?
That was the last one. Damn it, it's Lancet. I want this thing's head on a pike.
Training going well. The griffins learn faster together. One picks up a trick and then the others try it out. How loud they get, the little mischief makers. They're also growing faster than I thought. I'll ask Davern to the rest of the legend.
Meet the Gloomhowler.
Oh god.
Exploding darkspawn? What is this?
Like I said, this blight's different. Everything's wrong.
I mean, and darkspawn are wrong to begin with, so that should tell you a lot. Griffins. Can we get him out?
I can hear the other griffins. Let's get in there.
More griffins.
We have to get them out of there.
Can't. Some kind of blood magic on these locks. It's okay, Highness. Calm down. You too, Rumtail. We'll come back for both of you.
Yeah, save the griffins. I'll be very sad if we can't save the griffins. Hold on. Where'd the howler go? Is there another path up there? Ah, yes.
Heads up. We got one more dark spot. Main loop.
Story mode combat is actually story mode combat, at least so far it has been. But I'm fine with that when I'm focused on the story. Come on, get up there.
Their blood is mine.
So it can talk.
I'll spill mine before that happens.
And I'll collect, Warden. On both of you.
Yeah? Let's give it a go.
You're not getting those
Your
griffins.
time will come. Mortal threats are a dull blade.
Why are they in cages to begin with? We can still save him, right? Right?
There are only 13 griffins alive in Thetis. That monster just took 12 of them.
What if we could help get them back?
I'd ask, what's the catch?
I need a monster hunter. For the Blight to end all blights.
The first warden agreed to this?
No.
The first warden is wasting time, treating this like any other blight. We can't wait for him to take action.
Going against Weishaupt's orders?
I don't have a choice. There are powerful mages behind all this, and we have to hunt them down.
Well, you did save Hassan back there, so you're no lightweight. And if you can help get the other griffins back...
He likes the idea.
He's hoping you brought food. All right. Come on, Hassan. Let's get to know our new friends.
I hope we can save the griffins. You can't bring griffins into Dragon Age and then get rid of them, BioWare. That's not fair.
So this is where you live, huh? In the Fade?
Yeah, it's cozy. And the gods can't find us here.
Right. Never going to get used to that.
We'll find you and Hassan a nice...
Did something happen?
What's wrong?
A lot. The Viper just sent word. Minrathous is under attack by a blighted dragon.
Has to be the one we saw at Demetus Crossing.
Well, one of them has to be.
What do you mean, one of them?
Taya also got in touch. Another dragon is attacking Treviso too.
Mierda.
You got back just in time.
Any sign of the gods? 2 dragons at once can't be a coincidence.
If it is, the Shadow Dragons and the Crows didn't say anything about it.
Last time you saw the dragon, the gods were nearby, no? They'll be lurking somewhere. Treviso's a merchant city. It has no defenses, and the canals run everywhere. If we don't stop that dragon, people will die. Innocent people. Our people. They either die right away from the dragon, or slowly after, from blight in the water. We need to go to Treviso.
And leave Minrathous to burn?
Nev.
The Shadow Dragons will fight, right to the end of it. But we're the only ones keeping the Venatori in check. And if we fail, the Venatori will take advantage. They'll make a push for the throne. And hand the gods the entire Tevinter Empire.
Is there any chance that we can hit...
Damn it! There's no time! I need to go home. I need to be in Minrathous.
And I must go to Treviso. Go where you feel you must, Rook. We cannot wait.
What's our move, Rook?
You're gonna make me choose. Help Neb and the Shadows help stop the Blighted Dragon and Minrathous and prevent the Venatori coup. Help Lucanus and the Crows protect Treviso civilians from the Blighted Dragon and resultant blight poisoning. They would make me choose. Bastards. Well, it doesn't say I lose the other one if I... Okay, taking the crow part out of the equation. Lucanus is right that it is mainly a city of merchants. Like, the crows are there, but I think it's only the one crow faction. With the Shadow Dragons, plus Dorian. I mean, it's not like Tevinter doesn't have any mages. Tevinter has... I think Tevinter will be fine. We're going to Treviso.
We help Lucanus and Treviso. We have to trust that the Shadow Dragons can take care of things in Minrathous. That said, 2 of you should join Nev there. See if you can help. And we'll head to Treviso.
Understood.
Let's all try to make it through this alive, all right?
Yeah, think about it logically. Lucanus has a point. No, I know Nev can't come with me because she's in Minrathous. We just got Davrin, so we're gonna take Davrin. Guess it was only a matter of time till something big happened.
Listen, the dragon! The Antam brought it here somehow.
They're fighting crows and saying the dragon will break.
No time to listen. Dragon fight.
No! What's it done to my city?
Let's find your crow.
Please. Someone has to stop it.
Yeah, what's it done to where I grew up, man?
Crows can win against the dragon! It fights for us! It flies for the Antam!
I don't really care.
This city for the Antam! All you will be is dust!
No, no, no. I'm gonna get that dragon. Oh dear.
We have to
lights
kill
everywhere.
that dragon. Treviso can't take much more.
Look, over here! Taya! It's all right.
Plus, I am a crow, so I should save my city.
Good. We could use another crow.
Even though killing dragons is not exactly our specialty.
Time to learn.
Where the dragon attacks, the Antam soon follow.
It is strong and fast. You must get its attention, then lure it onto the ground.
We'll figure out a way.
Drop your courage. We will need it.
Despair, ignorance, mortal confusion.
What have you done to yourself?
Yet this city offers nothing better than a pawn of the Dread Wolf.
Gillenane!
Your hatred could not stand against us ages past. He will not help you now. Give us the Dread Wolf's dagger.
I could like
get it.
Retrieve the knife and whatever else remains of these mortals.
What have you done to that poor dragon? I take some joy in this. If fighting dragons is fun, but I also take no joy in this because what have you done to her?
I'll make this quick. We need to close it.
Oh, he can control a sword.
Hassan, on that!
Take him down!
You are a tough. First actual tough boss battle.
I'm good to go again.
Weak spot. Fire still.
Say the word!
Where are you going?
That is enough! We have urgent need of your strength elsewhere. Come, return to me!
It's going!
That was a close one.
You fought it off.
If Gillenane hadn't called it away.
She's probably going to fix it up even better than it was before.
Let her plan. It won't escape next time.
That thing was tough. It'll be hard to put down for good.
What happened to Treviso would have been worse if you hadn't arrived when you did. I cannot imagine how much worse.
Still have to help with that dragon in Minrathous.
Let's go.
So we can go to Minrathous. Okay, good. So you can go to both. Minrathous at least. At least you can send your other, like, companions to the other place. Oh, it's been blighted. It's now called Blighted. Okay. So how bad it is depends on which one you go to first. I'm sure it's fine.
We're here. What's the situation?
Look around. I don't know where to start. Treviso's all right. Lucanus?
Cross results say, but Nemesis is devastated. Okay.
Dragon got away before we could kill it. I won't make that mistake again.
But you hurt the one in Treviso. At least that's something. The Venatori had a clear shot at the palace while we faced a dragon we could barely hurt. The Viper drew it away from a safe house and took a claw to the gut as thanks. A healer could fix the wound, but the Blight's already in him.
I know of magic that may slow the corruption. That'll give me some time.
This is all you. The risen gods, the Blight, the dragon. Now the city's lost to the Venatori.
Rook isn't to blame. It is what it is.
Tension's a little high. You should go for now. I need to be here a while. See to things.
If he wants someone to blame, he can blame me if he wants. If it makes him feel better. Okay, so you don't get the chance to even help them out. That's just already done. Okay, that's good to know. Now, if you have to understand, Treviso was also my hometown. Like,
Blighted dragons, Darkspawn obeying the Venatori. Maybe Solus will know something.
Solus.
When last we spoke, you were hunting for followers of Elganon and Gillenane in hopes of finding specifics. Has your search been successful?
You could say that. It looks like both the Venatori and the Antam are working for Elganon and Gillenane.
Unsurprising. The Venatori want magical secrets, and the Antam want to destroy anyone opposing their brutal expansion. Both will readily bow to anyone who promises them power.
It's more than a promise this time. The Antam and the Venatori both have dragons doing their bidding.
Dragons? That is worse than I had feared.
Yeah. We drove off the one the Antam brought to Treviso. Barely.
Have you determined how the dragons are being directed? If it is blood magic, it may be possible to disrupt their control.
The dragons were blighted. We think that's what let the gods control them.
The Blight. Of course.
The Blight seems to be the gods' favored tool right now. We ran into Venatori who could control Darkspawn.
Elganon would not bestow such power unless the Darkspawn were to serve as the main force of his army. And I suspect Gillenane will see the Darkspawn as new subjects for her modifications.
We've already run into a few Darkspawn nobody has seen before. That's in addition to the blighted dragons.
That is the fate Elganon and Gillenane planned for this world then. Corruption and blighted slavery.
Right. Everyone should be free and uncorrupted when your demons and raw magic kill them.
Do you truly believe my goal was to destroy this world?
Yeah, you said as much.
I believe your goal, like you said, was to transfer the gods to a better prison. The one you're stuck in now. And you were willing to tear down the veil and destroy this world while you did so.
The veil is a wound I cut into the Fade in a moment of desperation, while making their prison. It should not exist. I had a host of spirits ready to help when the veil fell. They would have minimized the loss of life.
Do you have any idea what you sound like? You could have actually saved the world from the Blight. But instead you chose to kill thousands of people with your vanity project.
It is not vanity. I broke this world. I am the only one who can fix it.
Spoken like a god.
I am not a god.
You act like one.
I am as I have always been. A man. All too aware of his failings. But equally aware that if he did not act, accepting the judgment it would bring, all would be lost. They call me the Dread Wolf. What will they call you when this is over?
I've got enough problems right now as it is. That's one for future Rook to deal with.
Pragmatism. You will focus on the present, knowing that someday you will face the consequences of your choices. I believe I can work with that. If the gods are using dragons, you will wish to find someone trained to fight them. Have you unlocked the Lighthouse Illuvian?
Yes, we found the crossroads. It's still confusing, though.
I cannot help you from in here. You may need to find an expert in the magic of the Fade. And if the Darkspawn are to be Elganon's army, you will need Grey Wardens to fight them.
I've got a few of them. Their leaders don't trust me right now, though.
I have faith in you, Rook. You seem to have a knack for gaining the cooperation of your adversaries.
So when do I get that bring the Inquisitor in here so she can knock some sense into you? Because she kind of needs to. I mean, clearly.
So this elven god thinks we need a dragon hunter and a Fade expert.
He's right, about the dragon hunter at least. The shadow dragons did all they could. The dragon was just too much. The moment the dust settled, the Venatori rushed in. Guess they knew it was coming. Nev's staying for now. She said she'll be back soon. But at least you took care of yours.
We heard it, but didn't kill it. The dragon flew off before we could put it down.
Treviso could have used a dragon hunter. That much is true.
That's hindsight talking. We didn't know a blighted dragon was coming, or that we'd need someone who could take it down.
We should not forget the second dragon in Minrathos. We ought to see what we can do to help. However, there is no telling how long Nev will be helping the shadow dragons with the aftermath.
Hey, let's not get stuck in our regrets, all right?
Hang on a minute. Not only have you retained the services of a demon assassin, you're also taking advice from the elven god who attempted to tear down the veil.
Spite is my problem.
That's what they always say. Rook, Lucanus is one thing, but do you really trust this Solus?
He's been right about a lot of things. He knows how Elgarnon and Gillenane work. We need him.
As long as you're sure.
So a Fade expert and a dragon hunter. I'll ask around about dragon hunters and see what turns up. Come talk to me in a bit.
And I've been corresponding with someone about the lighthouse's reverberative oscillations and the resulting dimensional peculiarities. Oh, sorry. Not relevant. I'll get a message through to a Fade expert immediately.
See, Rook? Nothing to worry about.
All right. We all know what to do. Let's get going.
Can I like talk to them like in the other games, or do they have to actually have something to say?
You know, we have more comfortable rooms and basically infinite space, so why
does the trained assassin prefer a quiet, unassuming spot with good choke points?
Guess you just answered that question.
Besides, I'm closer to the coffee.
You know what? Fair. Alright, so Nev is in Minratha, so I'm without her. No, later. I'll talk to her in a minute.
Okay, Balara, what's your lead on getting us a Fade expert for the team?
Balara,
Good evening.
Greetings.
Hi.
Rook, so we need a Fade expert. I've been writing to a senior mage who fits the part. But right now he's on an expedition, so I reached out to his colleagues to find him. This is Lady Myrna and Vorgoth. They're necromancers. Mournwatch ones, I mean.
Your friend's request for a Fade expert was urgent. How darksome are things outside Navarra?
Medium darksome.
About 6?
I see. Balara's correspondent is Professor Emmerich Volkaren, a Fade expert and powerful psychagogue.
You will need him.
Who are you?
Where can I find him?
The Professor is currently delving the shrouded halls in the Grand Necropolis. We will grant you passage to look for him. Where the dead. Lately, they grow restless.
Okay. Alright, let me see. Hold on. Let me check. Let me check. Okay. There's no time limit. There's no time limit on hurting, so I probably don't need to go. You know what? Let's go talk to her just real quick. Also, where's Davrin? Where is that? Over there? Maybe over there. So we'll go grab our last two companions, I think.
So I put the word out for dragon hunters, and I've heard back about someone who might work. It's a woman named Tosh from a group of Ravani treasure hunters called the Lords of Fortune.
Sounds promising.
An agent for the Lords said that Tosh is working on a mission for them along the Ravane coast. If we help her, she'll be free to join us and fight any blighted dragons the gods throw our way.
What do you know about what's going on in Ravane right now?
Not much more than you do. Varric and I never went there while hunting Solus. The Kunari were on pretty good terms with Ravane, but that was before the Antam military broke away from the rest of the Kun. I wouldn't be surprised if the Antam invaded Ravane like they did Treviso and Eastern Tevinter.
All right. Guess we'll be ready. I hope someone can. We don't want to fight another dragon without help.
Time to find out if the crossroads can get us to an alluvion in that area. We'll head out whenever you're ready.
Hold on, let me go talk to Davrin real quick. No, she's updated her room.
What? You're hungry? I found a yam in the kitchen. Stubborn just means you'll starve.
Trouble settling in?
Doing the best I can. My job was to keep the Griffins safe, not fix their dinner.
I meant Asan.
Oh. I guess we're both adjusting.
Then where did Asan and the others come from?
Way I heard it, someone found a journal a few years back that mentioned a secret clutch of eggs. They'd been hidden for centuries, protected by a ward. Started hatching and out came 13 talkative griffins. Now, down to just one.
What's the history between Grey Wardens and Griffins?
Back in the day, Grey Wardens raised them as aerial cavalry. When a blight got going, Wardens rode them into battle. Eventually, war took its toll. They died out.
Even for a Griffin, it has to be hard losing your brothers and sisters.
They're a talkative bunch, always squawking at each other. Maybe it means something? Lancet and Remy would know what to do. They said a warden and a griffin have to move as one. Think as one. They call it Turlum, sort of unity. But now, they're both dead.
Why'd the Gloom Howler attack the Eyrie?
I intend to find out. First it stalks wardens. Now it's after the griffins.
Doesn't seem right that they'd go extinct twice.
Not if I have anything to say about it. You sure you'll have time to help? You've got a lot on your plate.
I would not leave
Elgernon
them.
and Gillinane. Hard to believe.
Our very own elven gods are ending the world.
That'll endear us to the rest of Thetis. But I have to say, killing a monster is one thing. Taking down the goddess of all monsters and the god of vengeance while you're at it?
I know. Our problem around here is we think too small.
Okay then. Good to know the boss can laugh about it.
Not really. Dwelling on things won't help.
I think he's hungry.
What? I told you. It's yams or nothing.
Oh,
Or maybe you need a new menu.
Poor Asan. All right. Anybody else want to talk? Doesn't look like it. Okay, journal. Okay, so Valara and Lucana still have a thing. Let's see. Do we want to go get Emmerich first or Tosh? I like the Kunari lady. But I really want Manfred. We're gonna get Manfred. Alright, because Balara's the one that contacted him, I will take Balara.
This is it. But no sign of the professor.
I hope he's here and that he doesn't mind us disturbing him. He is a senior necromancer. I don't... Oh!
Visitors! What a marvelous surprise! Any trouble with the lift? Our last guests were stuck for hours. Poor souls. Oh. Professor Emmerich Volkaren of the Morn Watch.
Hello, Professor. We've never met, well, in person, but I've been writing to you.
Balara, my dear girl. What a pleasure. Surely you didn't come all this way just to see me.
Actually, we did. You see, we need a Fade expert.
Emmerich.
Charmed.
I didn't expect such a warm welcome. Considering.
Please, don't be put off. The workforce is perfectly harmless.
And that?
I'd be pleased to continue our conversation after I tend to some small business here. I must investigate. Would you two mind accompanying me further into the shrouded halls?
Toward that screaming?
Something's gone awry in this part of the necropolis, Rook. The dead stir more easily than they should.
I like him. He's going to be delightful, I can tell.
Something weird up ahead.
Strange. These halls should be under the protection of the bell.
Is that a despair demon?
Fascinating, isn't it? They shouldn't be able to breach the shrouded halls at all.
Take your word for it. Trouble coming.
It's vital we discover why that spirit manifested here.
Lead the way, Professor.
I think your dudes died. Are we just gonna ignore the bodies here? Are these bodies normally here? Is that why we're ignoring them? Okay.
Someone's barred the door and chained the sunken star.
There's undead here.
We may need to defend ourselves depending on their condition.
Haven't fought undead in a while.
There's no reaching these. They're mindless.
What does that mean?
I'm afraid sometimes the weaker dead work themselves into frenzies. Poor things.
Nice one, Rook.
Okay, just teleport over here, that's fine.
Oh, nice work!
I must free that bell.
Need some help?
Thank you. The star, the bell, can banish these despair spirits if we unchain it. We'll need a wisp to unseal the doors leading out. Could you please find one and bring it here?
Okay. How?
Give your greetings, and the wisp will follow.
Give my greetings to a wisp. Okay, that makes sense. Wisps are basically a type of fae, yes?
Hello.
Ah, wisps are the simplest of spirits, but quite helpful. Bring the wisp here, and we can unseal the doors.
Doors open. Where to now?
This should lead us to the upper chambers, where we can free the bell. There's someone I'd like to consult with on the way.
Okay.
I hope we can help here, Professor.
You already have, Bellara. And it's just Emmerich. Please.
Great, Professor.
I assume your visit has to do with recent upheavals we've sensed in the Fae?
Oh, just a little.
Careful ahead.
Being able to switch between the two weapon types really easily like that is awesome. It feels more realistic that way, being especially in a rogue, to be able to just pull out the bow whenever I want instead of having to go through a whole like menu system.
Is everyone intact?
And without having to like change my hotbars or something. Because Origins, you could switch between two different weapon types, but if you didn't have the right skills on your hotbar, you had to go fix your hotbar too, and that could get annoying. Especially if you preferred one type over the other.
This magic, it drains everything around it.
Echoes of the despair spirits, misery devouring itself. We should keep our distance. If provoked, these manifestations will shatter.
So don't touch the glowy thing. Okay. Seems easy enough. No, not that way.
This is locked too. I didn't see any wisps around.
Then I shall call for aid. They've answered. We'll need to guide the wisps who've just arrived to the door.
Those wisps really came just because you asked.
They care for us, Rook. Our ever-loyal friends amongst the dead.
That's one. Oh.
Here's our second wisp.
These are way different than some of the wisps in Arlethan.
I should like to meet some one day.
I don't know, Professor. Your wisps seem less, dangerous.
I think the other one was down here. Yeah. Oh, nope, that doesn't connect. Don't touch it. There it is.
There's the last wisp.
Good. Let's return to the door.
There we go.
Well done. Past these chambers, we'll find some assistance with reaching the bell. Despair is far more pervasive than I thought. We must stop who's ever drawing these spirits here, Rook.
You think a person's behind all the despair demons?
Oh yes. Mortals are their prime attraction.
Humans are full of despair, so yeah, that checks out. We are very despair-ridden. No. There's a lot of necrotic damage in this game. Not sure how I feel about that. Oh, you have skills. I like that I can do this even if they're not with me. Let's see. The initial impact now applies bleeding to the target. The initial impact now applies burning. That's that one. Yeah, Dragon Age always had different types of like elemental based damage. Remember, Dragon Age is basically BioWare's D&D campaign. Centered effectiveness. Let's do centered duration for that one. Alright, I think we got that side all. 8 points? Okay. Yeah. It had more of a D&D feel to it, I think, in Origins for sure. Cause like if you read like how skills work, it'll say, you know, enemy has to pass a strength check or that whoever you're using your skills on has to pass a check of some sort. So it had more the D&D terminology. This Veilguard is more of an action RPG than the other 3 games were.
Watch ahead.
An attack from afar!
Yep.
Hitting us from range.
Yeah, because they did Baldur's Gate first, I think. And Lurian picked it up later.
Oh, nice work, Emmerich! Took them down clean.
Oh crap, I fell in the water.
Good work, everyone.
Okay. Isn't it like Star Wars D&D? Yeah.
How do we get rid of all these despair demons?
Their source is near the bell you saw earlier. Ringing it will banish them, but we must find who lured them there in the first place.
I am very happy. Oh, I can't go up that way. Oh, here we go. That'll work. Now, where's Manfred?
Tell me, Rook, where are you from?
I spent most of my life in Antiva.
Am I correct in guessing you're one of the crows?
At your service.
You must tell me about your journeys once we're above ground.
Interested in the crows, are you, Emmerich? Wait. Ah, it's over there. You can't just be suspicious of someone because they're too nice. Here you go. Balana de Riva. Antiva and Crow. You'll see more of her in cutscenes. I think he's just a gentlemanly. That doesn't mean he's bad.
Ah, here we
Elf.
are. This is where we'll learn who summoned these despair spirits.
But how?
You must open yourself to possibilities while in the necropolis. Would you mind lighting those braziers, Rook?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Whatever you say, Professor. Yes, you are very suspicious of the necromancer.
This should unseal our final pass to the bell. It's best we unchain it quickly.
What's it do exactly?
The sunken star will drive away despair. Any malicious spirit that hears the tolling of the bell will be banished to the Fade.
Oh, that'd be helpful in Arlethan, but I bet it only works here, doesn't it?
Quite correct. The bell would be inert outside the necropolis.
Still, I bet the principles could be replicated.
Excellent. Approach the body and we'll begin.
Alright, so what do you do now?
By seal and flame, who brought despair in our midst? Despair! Who brought it here?
Venatori!
Venatori, yeah.
The Venatori. Of course. This way, please.
What did you just do?
The colloquial term is corpse whispering, a gift that manifested with my magic.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Honestly, I've no idea how the other Watchers navigate the necropolis without it.
So the Dragon Age version of Speak with the Dead.
This map is useless. We wasted 3 slaves in those traps. If that Hand of Glory burns down, so don't dawdle.
Are we interrupting? Venatori and their barriers.
Found this Venatori.
They
Hi,
have
guys.
no place in these halls.
Stop dying! They falter in our shadow! Obey and destroy!
Nice one, Rook.
Do not die, fool! The deaths are foretold!
Get them now!
What
I'm
are the
on-
Venatori after?
I'm on
Gold
story mode, to be
artifacts?
Raw magic. Their first envoys were obsessed with gathering power for some new masters.
Ah, I'll fill you in on them later.
I generally actually like Dragon Age on a bit of the harder modes, because story mode can be really simple with the combat. But I want to be able to enjoy the story without getting frustrated my first time through. So the fights have actually been pretty simple.
Trouble coming. They cannot withstand us. Your defeat is yours.
They're attacking from afar!
Yeah,
Well, down one more despair demon. That's
Yeah.
the last of them.
I see someone by the crates.
I don't think they're Venatori.
Yeah, I think until you get used to how the combat works and everything, you might want to stick with the easier mode and then go back for a harder one. Because the combat's different here than it was in the previous games.
Hello? Did the Venatori bring you here?
No.
They said I'd spilled the wine too many times. That I'd be a better sacrifice than slave.
You are in Navarra, sir. There are no slaves on our soil. Please remain here. After we've seen to the rest of the Venatori, I'll send for someone to escort you above.
All right.
No, they
Those
took
Venatori
a
dragged that
Mass
man
Effect
down here
approach
just
to the
to
combat
die.
this time.
The Watchers will shelter him. We'll inquire if he has any family in Minrathous. As for the Venatori, what remains of them will be put to work.
Yeah, it's very more of a Mass Effect style to combat. Like, you can still, like, they have interesting combos you can do with your skills and the companion skills, but it doesn't have a tactics mode like the other games did.
The sunken star can help us if we break the Venatori's chains.
Right.
Seems easy enough. Yeah, they went more action
There's
RPG
one chain.
with it.
Excellent.
I like being able to switch from melee to the arrows at the press of a button.
Kill them all, but save the limbs.
Save the limbs? I don't know.
Got it.
Oh, you have shield, of course you do. Good, yeah, it has a stagger thing too.
Nice trouble ahead.
Uh-huh.
There.
Nicely done, Ballard.
Yeah.
Taking fire.
They don't exactly have like a target system, so that can make it mobs difficult. Like, I can't center my camera on it.
That's the last chain.
We must return to the lower level to ring the bell.
But lucky you, I'm still in the early parts of the game. Like, No, I was at work. I'm just now getting the last two companions. So what do we do now, Emmerich?
Be ready. The ritual to wake the bell will draw Despair's attention.
And any more Venatori.
I'll need you to keep them occupied while I work.
I know some come from the cloud, from the whatchamacallit, weird Alliance Savage thing.
There's the Venatori. Venatori brought demons.
Typical of them.
Good one! How are we doing, Emmerich?
The bell is slowly wakening, but we must fight a little longer.
Nice one, Professor! Rage demon!
Hold fast!
You gotta move!
The demons actually looks like a rage demon, like how I would think one would look.
A solid blow! Watch the right! We'll stop the line. We're halfway there.
Behind you!
On your right!
Oh, that's not locked.
Good one!
What I hit that did that pop up? More seconds till the bell rings. No more enemies in that 10 seconds.
Emmerich, now what?
Now, the Grand Necropolis shows itself!
It worked! Those despair demons are just gone.
Pretty impressive.
Thank you, but come, let's ensure these cultists didn't leave anything dangerous behind. I'll ask our attendants to gather their bodies later, of course.
And this is a severed hand.
It can't be. A hand of glory? The Venatori should never have this. I must find out where it came from.
What's the hand of glory?
Let me know when you'd like to return to the chambers above.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Let's get back to the lighthouse.
You can tell me why you've sought out a Fade expert on the way?
I know it's a lot, but I swear we've seen the blighted elven gods ourselves.
It would explain recent Oniric disruptions.
At the least, the implications of what Rook's witnessed are... Ah, thank you, Manfred.
There's Manfred.
No one ever brings me tea after I slog through a haunted crypt.
My assistant, Manfred. Always thoughtful.
You spoke of danger to the Fade.
The elven gods plan to tear it wide open to get to the Blight. And they've already messed with it. Demons, tears in reality. Our team needs a Fade expert.
Many Watchers never depart Navara. But with events so dire...
I'd be delighted to assist.
It has been many years since you left us.
Well, yes, but elven gods, ancient magics. I couldn't bear miss this. Besides, I've spent my life exploring the Fade and speaking to spirits. If Rook needs an expert, none are better qualified than I.
Well, they're soulless, but he's trapped in the Fade, so...
Only if your assistant's coming.
Manfred? But of course.
Welcome aboard.
Wonderful. I'll gather my things. Come, Manfred.
He better be bringing Manfred.
The Grand Necropolis was at peace again, and Emmerich was off to a new adventure. But in Navara, nothing stays down for long. The Venatori had unearthed something no one should have, and delivered it to the worst possible person. Emmerich's journey would soon bring him face to face with the gloaming lantern.
I love how all the companions have their own, like, complex story. It's not just something... Like, it's way more complex than the companion stories were in the other games. They were just small things, like a little, like, help me with this or help me with that. Or they just needed someone to talk to. There's actually, like, whole complex chapters with these guys. I should probably get the Dragon Hunter. Before we do that. Alright, so Emmerich wants to talk, and so does Harding, and Davern has a quest. Considering the game used to be called the Dread Wolf before they changed it to Veilguard. Oh. So this is where Emmerich is. The Veilguard. The is so stupid.
A 3rd edition of the Unnameable Elements? I didn't even know it had editions.
Oh, it's much improved with the index. Please, borrow it if you'd like.
I'd love to. Oh, Rook, you probably wanted to say hi. Thanks, Professor.
You look moved in.
Just a few essentials. Manfred was a great help with the boxes. What a fascinating place this
Yep, Matt
lighthouse
Mercer
is.
voicing Manfred.
What do you make of it?
It's great. Big, mysterious, lots of art. Everyone's got their own room.
It'd be easy to fall in love with such a place.
I think Balara has.
She's been quite welcoming. However, I noticed a few of the others taken aback by Manfred, and I overheard remarks about my skulls. My necromancy won't cause any undue worry, will it?
We're still getting used to one another.
True. And yet...
Give it time. We'll settle in.
Please excuse me. Manfred and I should finish our inventory. Thank you for stopping by.
It was odd in the last game, so I don't think I really noticed much.
By the way, Rook, before I left, Myrna and Vorgoth asked if we could assist with an outbreak of hauntings across Thedas. They also mentioned displaced wisps in the necropolis. I'm not sure what's frightened them, but it bears investigation.
Hauntings and scared wisps? Let's look into it.
Thank you. We'll depart for the necropolis whenever you're ready.
Honestly, the lip syncing was a little off in Inquisition, so... New exploration level. A new exploration level is available. Return to this location via the world map or through the crossroads of Livian to explore. Okay. It doesn't look weird to me, but, you know, again, I played a lot of Inquisition, so maybe if it is off, I just haven't really noticed. Somebody else had something. Harding and Davrin. Then we're gonna go get Tosh. Get the last companion, and then I think I might do some companion quests. Yep, Brooke is the title this time around.
Did I see you writing a message to the Inquisition? What's that about?
You know, Varric and I were part of the Inquisition, right? I'm trying to get news about the South. But Charter hasn't replied to any of my messages. I'm trying not to worry about what's happening there, but... No, it's probably fine. Charter's just busy. She's always busy.
Charter? Who's that?
She's the Inquisition's spy master. Or she would be, if there was still an Inquisition. I suppose she just works for the Inquisitor now?
I haven't heard much about the Inquisition in years.
Oh, that's intentional. When the breach was open, we needed a large group to stop Southern Thedas from falling into chaos. It's changed in the years since. We're a smaller force working underground to keep an eye on things going on in the world.
Why isn't she here? We could use a hand.
Charter entrusted the search for Solus to Varric, to us. The world's large and she's got many things to deal with.
So how long were you with the Inquisition? 10 years?
Something like that. Why?
You must know the Inquisitor.
Well, yeah, we worked together. I wasn't part of the Inquisitor's inner circle, though. I spent more time with the ordinary people, the ones you didn't hear about.
And the Inquisitor's advisors? What about them?
Of all of them, I'd say Josephine is my favorite. She's lovely. She still sends me a box of handmade sweets from Val Royeaux every year on my name day. Cullen and I got along too, but he was always busy. He would have bad days from lyrium withdrawal sometimes, and I would share the tea that my ma sent. He's from Ferelden too. Maybe it reminded him of home.
What about Liliana? I heard she's intense.
I think she likes to cultivate that reputation. She's not nearly as terrifying as she sounds. Oh, I passed her in the Great Hall one day, and she suddenly turned and asked me if I wanted a nug.
A nug? Those small pink rodent things? What for?
She loved them and made a hobby of breeding them as pets.
So did you take the nug?
No! What am I gonna do with a nug?
Do you miss it? The Inquisition, I mean.
It's hard to miss an organization. They're only as good as their people, don't you think? But I do miss my friends. We write each other, but it's not the same. And the Inquisition is different from what we've built here. Not better or worse, just different. It's special when you're among people working toward the same goal.
Not everyone. There was Solus. What did you really think of him back then?
Lonely. He always seemed lonely. It's hard not to be when you hold yourself above everyone else.
He's still a
as
jerk.
Smart as he's supposed to be, there's just some things he doesn't get. At all.
Yeah. Maybe one day he will. Maybe. If you help him. Anyway, I'm sure something out there's on fire, and here I am rambling about the past. I should let you go. Talk later?
Oh, I romanced him. I wonder if that's a sign that the Inquisitor might show up. I romanced him because I wanted to see how that affects this game exactly. The Inquisitor is supposed to make an appearance because you can create them in the character creator after you create the rook. No, he's alive. Oh, Hassan, there you are. I can pet the griffin.
Hey, Hassan.
Can I pet him again? Oh, she gave me a hug. That's so cute. I love Hassan. He's so precious. No, he's stuck in the Fade. I can only talk to him when the story tells me to go talk to him, so...
Look, I was thinking of taking Hassan for a walk. He could use the exercise. Chance to stretch his wings. Thought you'd like to come along.
Oh, yeah, sure. How to train a griffin? Alright. Does anybody else have anything to say? No? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's look at Tosh. So we need to go to a missive. The Venator took full advantage of the chaos, as if the dragon was enough. I knew it would be bad, but it's gone worse. It's gone worse than I thought. I'll need to stay here longer. I found Rana. Then there's Hall at the fish fry. I contact Alec from the threads, but you don't need a list of people you don't know. The time for a friendly tour of Darktown is long gone. The point is, there are people I've confirmed are alive, and others I still need answers for. One way or another, I'll be back once I know. Greetings, you have driven despair from the shrouded halls. For this you have our thanks. If Venator return to plunder, hunt them as you will. It is a sign of the complicated, impenetrable sigil. Huh. Interesting. I'm sure Nev will come back eventually. Yeah, no, Kane's right. He is literally in your head. Unfortunately, rent-free. Or fortunately. Depends how you look at it. We're gonna get a dragon hunter, so we're gonna bring Harding. Let's bring Davern. Why not? Kind of like having a tank again. Give Lucanus a break. Vervain. I wonder if... Isabella's there. She's from Vervain.
Wait. The lyrium dagger's vibrating. Like a song in a wine glass. Are those voices?
Am I supposed to follow the voices? Yeah, whatever. Thank you, caretaker. Let's see. I don't know, sometimes the voices in my head are kind of mean. Blight of there. I'm not gonna worry about it right now.
Harding, is it true you can control rocks now?
Control? That's funny. I'm still trying not to drop things on my own feet. And I still don't know why this happened.
Best not to question a gift.
Is it though? A gift?
You saved someone's life.
I know. I just wonder what's next.
Go figure it out, Harding. Let me go get our last companion, and I'll go and do some of those companion quests. We're going over there, it seems. No combat this time? All the other ones had me fight something on the way to the mirror. Let's go, Harding. Since you were the one that made the contact for the dragon hunter, I feel like you're the one that should go. Oh my.
Hey.
Hey.
That looks painful. For them.
Yup.
You must be Tosh. I'm Rook. Here to help any way I can.
The Lords want to hit a cave on the coastal cliffs. Big Vinsimer makes her lair there. We get her out, the Lords get in, we go home and get drunk. Might be more on Tom. Don't get in my way.
Yes, ma'am. Whatever you say, ma'am.
She seems nice. So, what's the plan, exactly?
We need to lure the Vinsimer out of her lair. I set bait, she comes out to eat. My partners loot the lair while she's out here. We'll find the bait on the beach.
Is this a dragon?
You said the dragon we're dealing with was a Vinsimer?
Yeah. Blue with a yellow belly. Breathes lightning.
Oh, one that breathes lightning? I've heard stories.
We're not fighting her. Lords just want the horde in her lair.
Okay. That's fair. This means she's not blighted yet, at least.
On Tom ahead. Be ready. They go hard. Watch yourself. They have...
Sorry,
Eat
you're saying...
shit. This is not your land.
You tell him, Tosh.
Another song! A dog!
You got him, Tosh.
They didn't say they
Come
had
on.
cannons. That was
You're not bigger than me.
Time to fight.
So you got no problem fighting other Kunari?
I'm from Mervain. Not like I follow the Qun.
You've got the arm ropes.
Sure. I wear a lot of stuff. You don't get to tell me who I am. Doesn't matter anyway. The Antam don't follow the Qun either. Not anymore.
So what made you want to work with us?
I don't.
I thought you wanted us here to help you.
No.
So, the Kunari don't have... How did Iron Bull explain it? They don't have names. They have labels, I guess. The Antam is one of the labels for their soldiers. And going by what this game has said, the Antam have split from the rest of the Qun. I wonder why. But that seems to be that they're soldiers, basically. Whoop, that was almost bad.
We're not fighting the dragon?
No. Vincimers eat big game, usually sea life. They're not hostile unless you do something stupid.
Like poke around in its lair?
Right. So we lure her out, then the lords go in and grab anything shiny.
But you do kill dragons, right? You're a dragon hunter.
I kill them when they need killing. This one doesn't.
How do you know it doesn't? What if it's blighted? What if she just full on attacks us?
All right, beach is up ahead.
Right. You said we'd find bait here?
Bait'll find us. Come on.
How is the bait gonna find us?
It's a big creature, I assume.
Look, deep stalkers!
Knew they'd find us.
The deep stalkers are the bait?
Yup.
Why are you making me feel sorry for them?
Quite a few of them. Dragons have big stomachs.
Oh, hello. They're bigger in this game.
That one's big. Watch out.
That's their pack leader. Take her down.
I think that's the last of them. Now what?
Now I get the fire going and make our dragon dinner.
Okay.
Good. She'll like it. And this potion will put her to sleep for a few hours. But we gotta get her attention. Use the horn up there. Come on, she'll be here soon.
So we held up our end of the bargain?
You did okay. So, what do y'all do?
Right now, we're trying to take down evil god monsters and their blighted dragons.
What? That can't be right. Dragons don't get blighted. They're smart enough to avoid that crap.
However it's happening, the gods are using the blight to force dragons to attack people.
That's messed up. Somebody needs to stop them.
That's why we're here.
There you go. A Taskari.
Where are we headed?
That old Grey Warden fort. Antam might be there. I want to see what they're doing. If it's anything the Lords of Fortune need to worry about.
Okay.
She responds to the horn?
This time.
You've fed her before then?
Took a while to get her used to it.
It sounds like you've got her trained.
You train a dog. You reach an understanding with a dragon.
What did they say in House of the Dragon? You don't control the dragon. Oh wait, am I supposed to walk up that? Oh my bad, I didn't even see it. I'm gonna rate this camp though, don't mind me. I'm thinking only 2 camp. Clear weather, found more traces of gold in lower streams. Tomorrow we'll attempt to climb to upper cliffs. I believe a major horde may be near. Testing a Tom again, but it's easy enough to avoid them. Yeah, but did you die? I get the feeling you may have died. I think I need to walk up that tree. Get up there.
Vincimers are clumsy on land. Better in the water. They cut the surface like a knife. They swim? They dive down after prey like a giant bird. Sometimes they stun schools of fish with their lightning. Gulp them all down in a single bite.
She really likes dragons. To study their habits like that.
Whoa! That was close. Maybe too close.
Letting us know she sees us. Might also be her way of saying thanks for the food.
Someone built an entire fortress and then left it empty?
This used to be a big Grey Warden outpost. They left after the Darkspawn.
Interesting. The Darkspawn stopped coming here, I assume. They didn't stop coming. There's been blight.
Yep, that's the Tom.
Let's check inside the fort. I want to see what they're doing.
Okay.
Shit. More on Tom.
Making the rest of us look bad.
knew they were
We're not
here,
even
though.
supposed to be here.
Come on! Let's keep looking.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
So the Tom took over the outpost after the Grey Wardens abandoned it?
Yeah. Ravane and the Canary were at peace forever. Then the Tom broke away from the Qun and invaded. But Canary builders are part of a different caste. They didn't break away. So the Tom take over old forts like this instead of building their own.
I see. I guess that makes sense. They would need a base of operations. Can't go that way. It brought me here. Can't open that door. Yeah, it wants me here. It wants me to search the fort. Is there something here I can find? See, there's chains. Oh, here we go. The instructions are unchanged. Use the nets to bring the dragon from the sky and the grapples to tie it down. Do this and win glory for the Tom. They're hunting
Grapples,
the dragon.
nets. The Tom are going after the Vincimer.
Is that bad? She can deal with that, right?
Not after I drugged her. Come on. They've been watching. They knew I drug her to make her sleep. Assholes!
See that? Bad guys.
Time to save the dragon.
Come on!
Safe takedowns. Yep, there she is.
They haven't seen us yet. We can run.
Hey! I brought her down. She's mine by right.
Makara.
Mara Namra Benori Bala! Atash Martarost! Asitarala! Kyunto!
Yunasi Bishidam.
She breathes fire.
Tarala! Come on!
Okay, Tatosh breathes fire.
Trouble nearby.
Hitting us at range!
Nice.
So, you breathed fire?
Yeah.
But how? Were we supposed to know this? Because I don't remember you mentioning it.
We can talk later. Let me know when you're ready. I'll burn the chains off the dragon.
Does she know we're trying to help?
No, she's pissed.
We don't have to fight her, do we?
We can run. I don't think she'll chase us.
Okay.
As one dragon flew off, now safe to finish its nap, uninterrupted, another was about to wake up. The surviving Antam poachers carried news of a fire-breathing Kunari back to their leader. Tosh and the team would soon find themselves being hunted by the Dragon King.
Interesting.
Wonderfully done, Tash. While you played with the big scary dragon, we looted the shiny stuff from her
Isabella!
cave. So, Rook, Varric's talked about you. I see he wasn't making shit up this time. They call me Isabella, among other things.
What did you find in the cave?
A lot of dragon shit, gold, some fancy trinkets, and this.
How much could you get for something like that?
A fair bit of gold if you're lucky. Maybe a war if you're not.
But this piece is not for sale. The Lords of Fortune retrieved it at my request.
Rook, this is Shathan. She's our expert on Kunari artifacts.
This piece predates the Steel Age by centuries. It comes from an earlier attempt at settlement. One that left no survivors. You used your fire.
What? No.
Were you seen by the Antam? You promised you would be careful, Evatosh. You need to be away for a while. It is good you are joining Rook's team.
I'm what?
Wait, were you not aware of this? Our contact here said you'd agreed to join us.
Didn't Shathan... I thought you and your mother had agreed on this.
Nope.
Whoops. Well, you'll work it out. You always do. For gold and glory, Tash. You're welcome back whenever. Rook, pleasure doing business with you.
Isabella, you look well.
Mother, what did you do?
I thought you would enjoy the chance to work with Rook's team. Do you not wish to stop these blighted dragons?
Of course I do. I might have decided to join on my own. Maybe after you talked to me.
I talked to you about not using your fire in front of the Antam. I will prepare potions for you to take. Would you prefer ginger or lavender?
The ginger.
Hassam Vinek. Rook, you will keep her safe.
Of course.
Well, it must be nice to have your mother so involved in your life. Anyway, welcome to the team. Might not be what you wanted, but we could really use the help.
I'll get my stuff. Hey. It is.
Sorry?
Joining your team. It is what I wanted.
Glad to hear it.
I'm glad that went well, and I'm glad I got a cameo from Isabella. I was not expecting to see Isabella. I was hoping because it was Ravain, but I didn't have high hopes. It's Isabella. She probably has, you know,
the
magic.
Antam hate magic.
People.
They always talk about how much better Kunari are than everyone else. Now they worship elven gods for power? Hypocrites. But it explains why they pushed so hard into Ravain.
With this, Demeter's Crossing and the Blighted Dragons, and everything else we're all dealing with, feels like we're at war. A lot of little wars.
Didn't take the gods long to attract support from all the worst people in Thedas.
They're offering power to anyone who wants it. The Venatori and Antam won't question what it will cost.
So how do we fight back then?
We don't have an army, but we do have allies, like the Veil Jumpers.
After Demeter's Crossing, it's personal for them.
I might be back in the Crow's good books after we saved Treviso.
You impressed Viago. That is quite a challenge on its own.
Also, Lady Morrigan requested a meeting at the Cobbled Swan in Minrathous.
Could she have found some trace of the gods?
Probably. Morrigan doesn't visit crowded taverns for fun.
I also heard from Grey Wardens out in the Hossberg wetlands, Antoine and Evka. Something strange is happening with the Blight there. I bet it involves the gods.
Any details on the Blight in the wetlands?
Antoine said he didn't write it down.
Why not?
Either he didn't trust someone else wouldn't read the note, or he didn't want us to panic.
Gillenane has laid low since we hurt her dragon, but the Blight spreads rot wherever the gods go.
And no one's better at tracking Blight than Wardens.
Morrigan and those Wardens feel like our best leads on finding the gods.
Are they really gods? Or just ancient mages? It's not clear.
They're gods. Or the closest damn thing to them.
Nev, you're back.
Nev, you're back.
Hey, I just said that.
Yeah, I am.
Good to have you back. This is Professor Emmerich Volkaren, our fate expert, and Tosh, our dragon hunter. They joined while you were away.
Hey.
Charmed.
Right. Not everyone has met.
So you're a dragon hunter? Minrathous could have used you.
What's going on?
Back home, what isn't? Look, you made an impossible call without enough information. I get it. It's the corner the gods put us in. It just might take time to shake off.
You are back though, right?
Yeah, Belle. I'm back.
Good to have you back, whatever the circumstances. Everyone needs to be a part of this. That's the only way we'll win.
After what happened to Minrathous, I've got even more reason to go after the gods. If anyone's got a shot at this, it's the people here. I'm still on the job. Count on it.
Great. Let's follow up on some leads.
I'll let Lady Morrigan know we're ready to meet.
I'll send word to Antoine and Evka. They're holed up in a town called Lavendale.
Everyone else should rest up. Be ready to move when I call.
Never easy, is it, kid?
What do you mean?
Making the big choices, then living with the consequences.
I don't think it ever should be easy. As soon as it gets easy, you're not the right person to make those decisions. It needs to be hard. That's how you know you're taking it seriously.
And that's why I recruited you, Rook. You get that. Not everyone does. Anyway, you've got a meeting with Morrigan to attend, and dealing with whatever the Wardens found. All this chatting is taking it out of me. Think I'll rest for a bit. Good work, Rook. You'll find your way through this. I know it.
People want to know when the Inquisitor's gonna show up. After experiencing the blighted dragon attack in Mithrathas, Nev is less trusting and more self-reliant. Her damaging abilities are increased, but she will no longer use supportive abilities, and relationship progress is slowed. Ah, aha. I see. So that's my consequence in terms of companions. Watchers are sending this letter for me. I'm the man who used to be enslaved by the Venatori. My name is Claudius. Thank you, bless you for stopping them. I would never have seen the sun again if not for you. I can so very well. The Watchers say there is a great call for tailors of the deceased. This was strange to me, for we do not need such things in Deventer. But the Watchers have fed me and found me work. I can never repay them or you, but I will help clothe Navarra's dead. May you walk in the light. Aw. I'm glad that went well. Alright. Emmerich wants to speak. So does Davrin. Tosh. Someone over there with you, Lucanus? Yeah, Balaro's over there. They brought back the whole hardened situation. Not much different than what I'm using, it looks like. Anything for you? No? Nope. Let's see. Detonation increases damage versus enemies already afflicted. Oh, I have no more skill points. Okay, never mind. What about you, Tash? What do you have? Dragonfire. I wonder if that affects... I wonder how that affects her romance. Questions for other playthroughs. Getting close to a specialization. Nice. Nah. What's it look like? Oh. What else do you have? Oh. Did I find more runes? I haven't actually used these. I should probably use these. Forgot the button for it though. Okay. Book club. Wait a moment. I want to go to Rook's room real quick. No. No. Guess we'll stick with that. Anything new for you? No. How about you, Devrin? The yellow just looks so bad on most of them. There's yours and yours and yours. Now for Tash. She has a crystal horn. He's a necromancer. I kind of expect some weirdness from that. I talked to Souls. No, okay.
I'm sorry, but I find it completely unnatural.
I don't get why you think cremation's so bad. Everyone outside Navarra burns their dead.
All those lost vessels, fine mansions reduced to ash. Manfred, for instance, how would his wisp have fared if I hadn't given it a body?
Where or who'd you get his body from?
There was no single donor. The arms were recovered from a charnel pit. The ribs were a gift from a dear friend. And Manfred's wisp picked out his own skull from some donations. That was quite the day. He's been fine company during my necropolis excursions ever since.
What does Manfred understand exactly?
Simple things, but he grows. Spirits of curiosity are voracious learners. The more he experiences, the more sophisticated his conclusions. With guidance, of course.
If I say good to meet you, will he get that?
Manfred's alert to the sentiment, certainly. I encountered him as a wisp in the necropolis years ago. A simple spirit, but so curious. He refused to leave my side.
So, you built a skeleton for the spirit to live in?
Spirits are formed from the emotions and desires of people in the mortal realm. Manfred's wisp came from curiosity. It's these spirits which animate the dead. Their drive revives the corpse, yet the corpse colors their actions. Thus, the eternal question, are undead inhuman spirits puppeting a body, or does some shade of the departed return?
It's got to bring back a little peace, at least.
That's my belief as well. I swear I could see it sometimes, Rook. A glint of recognition of something more in the dead.
Hey, that's my sleeve. Are you trying to steal my buttons?
As well as a certain mischievousness. Manfred.
I love the little skeleton. He's just standing there holding a little teapot. Alright, well... I do unfortunately have to work tomorrow. So I guess we'll have to call it here. We got all the... We have all the companions now, though. So I think... tomorrow, I'll do the companion quest I currently have active. And then we'll do some more story stuff. That sounds like a good plan, yeah. That is kind of your own fault, I guess. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow.